Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. Don't be among the two groups that went astray about destiny. One denied Allah's control while affirming human choice. The other denied human responsibility while affirming Allah's control. So the former is known as Qadariyya. They believe that things are newly initiated. Allah doesn't know events until they happen. Human actions are completely theirs, thus attributing ignorance to Allah, stripping him away from his lordship and control, that things happen without his will. They were trying to make a case in terms of the bad things that are happening around the world, or that if Allah knows who is going to hell and the one who is going to paradise, that it's as if he's being unjust. So they opted to strip away Allah from his ability and his will and his knowledge. So they just say that Allah doesn't know things until they happen. This is one extreme. It almost sounds like free will, but it is not free will. So this is one. The other extreme, Jabariyya, they are the complete opposite of Qadariyya. They believe that Allah compels us in whatever it is we do. There's no human responsibility, no human choice. And frankly, it's almost like the concept of giving a reward for paradise and then punishing those who go astray is meaningless, because the one who pushes us to do bad things and good things are Allah. The one who makes you drink and the one who makes you sin, the one who makes you intoxicate, the one who makes you fornicate is Allah. The one who made you kill that human being is Allah. That is what they believe. And it almost sounds like tawakkul, trusting Allah in his affairs, but that is also wrong. So these are the two extremes as regards to Qadr. There's a middle ground for all this. The middle ground, the first generation of Muslims, they strike a balance between these two extremes. They believe that Allah has ultimate control. He wills what he wishes, and he has knowledge and writes all the things that will happen. But he gives human choice. Inna hadaynahu sabila imma shakiran wa imma kafura. If he wishes, he goes astray. If he wishes, he becomes guided based on the choice given to him. He gives him parameters for which he can do good deeds and bad deeds. وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ. He chooses where he wants to go. And that is why when the companion asked the Prophet ﷺ, what is the purpose of doing an action? What is the point of doing a good deed if everything is destined? So the Prophet told them, اعملوا فكل ميسر لما خلق له. Do the actions, because everyone will find that thing that was destined for him easy to go to. You find good deeds easy to do. You find righteousness easy to gravitate to. This is why it's important. Two things to note. The first thing is, for any human being to do an action, he requires two things. He requires one, Qadr, the ability to do that action. And that Qadr, that ability to do the action, is something that Allah created, the parameters within which we can jump and eat and sit and make a decision. Those parameters were created by Allah. So when you hear Wallahu khalaqakum wa ma ta'malun, it means that those parameters, the ability to do that deed, was created by Allah, not the theory propped up by Jabariyya that Allah compels us to do. No, but Allah gives us the Qudra, the ability. So that's one. Number two, the will. The will we find to do that deed. The will, the Mashiach, the power of choice to do an action is something that Allah created. And that is why at the end of the day, Allah mentioned that وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا, that Allah proportioned what is in our soul. He swore by the soul and who proportioned it, and He proportioned it. فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. He inspired wickedness and righteousness, which is where given the choice to jump on any of the two ships. Now this is one. Number 2 is the concept of Qadr requires 4 components. The first one is al-ilmu, that Allah has ultimate knowledge of everything that is going to happen. His knowledge encompasses everything. He knows every single detail of what is happening, what has happened, and what is going to happen. And the thing that won't happen, but if it were to happen, how it would happen. Allah has complete knowledge of that. He knows and hears and sees the movement of a black ant on a black stone in the darkest night. He knows and sees the twirl of a leaf fallen from a tree. He has ultimate knowledge. That is number 1. Number 2 is al-Kitaba. And based on that knowledge, he writes everything that is going to happen. Everything is written, and it's written in the preserved tablets. Because to write requires knowledge, and that is why this is the second component. He has written everything that is going to happen 50,000 years even before he created the heavens and the earth. This is to show you how great and encompassing his knowledge is. And number 3 is al-Mashi'ah. Is only that which he wishes happens. Nothing happens out of his control. What he wishes happen. His matter is إِنَّمَا أَمْرُهُ إِذَا أَرَادَ شَيْئًا أَنْ يَقُولَ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُنْ. He wants something to happen, it happens instantly. And number 4, al-Khalqu. He creates everything, even the actions we do, but based on those parameters I mentioned earlier, that he has created those actions, the parameters upon which we do those actions, and he has knowledge of those actions, but he has given us the power of choice to do whatever it is we want to do. And this concept of being compelled can easily be refuted, because someone who is in a house that's burning down won't tell you that if Allah wishes, he will save him from this burning house. He's instantly going to run out of the house because he doesn't feel compelled. So why then do we think that this compellment happens in terms of doing good deeds or living sin or what have you? A sound mind knows the difference between someone who jumps off a tall building and if that person was pushed or coerced. It's quite clear. So why then, when it comes to things that pertain to the religion or righteousness, we say we use destiny, divine destiny as proof. You don't use destiny as proof for something you are doing at present. You don't say, if Allah wishes, he will guide me. The guide and choice of guide is in your hands. So the matter of denying destiny, whether divine destiny, the way the Qadariyya do and the Jabariyya do, is a deviation from the straight path. That is why, as we know in the hadith of Jibril, when some people went and met Abdullah ibn Umar and told him that some people had some creed negating Qadr and saying that things are newly initiated and Allah has no knowledge of them, has no knowledge of events and humans' action until they happen. He told them the long hadith of Jibril, which mentions a refutation for this. It mentions that from the articles of faith, those 6 articles, is the belief of destiny, good and bad, because the actions of Allah are grounded with wisdom. Everything he does, there's wisdom, whether you can see it, whether there's tsunami, volcanic eruption, the killings in whatever country it is, there's wisdom behind it. Is it that you know that wisdom or you don't? But destiny is true, good and bad. And so Abdullah ibn Umar told them, after narrating this long hadith that mentions the 6 pillars and 6 articles of faith, he told them, tell these people, if they were to spend in charity the mountain of Uhud, spend it all in charity for the sake of Allah, Allah will not accept it from them until they believe in destiny and tell them, I am free from them and they are free of me. We find this statement from Ubayrat ibn Samit, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, Zayd ibn Thabit, and a number of companions of the Prophet. This is the creed of the first generation of Muslims that do not fall victim to these 2 extremes. And don't think because I say Qadariyya and Jabariyya, they are some group that are no longer in existence. Their mindset and ideology are very much in existence. Jabariyya thinking today appears when people say, Allah willed it, so I had no choice, to justify sin, oppression, laziness, or injustice. It often shows up as fake tawakkul, blaming destiny for personal failure while still making choices in worldly matters. And Qadariyya thinking today appears when people say, I control my destiny completely, or nothing limited me except society or myself, removing Allah from guidance, provision, and outcomes. It's common in self-help culture that glorifies human will while ignoring divine decree. al-Sunnah avoids both. al-Sunnah, the first generation of Muslim and those who follow them, say you act, you choose, you are responsible, and Allah is fully in control before, during, and after your action. That balance is Iman in Qadr, which is a core in terms of the 6 pillars of faith. I will leave a link in the description to further understand these 2 concepts so that you won't fall victim to it. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.